It is 2023 and you guys, we are leaving hustle culture behind. But it's not for the reasons that you probably think they are. You know, there have been so many amazing conversations about why hustle culture is not good for your mental health. And these conversations could not be more important. So if you have not heard these conversations, I'm gonna go ahead and link a playlist of mental health conversations that we have on this channel for you to dive in later. But this video is actually not directly talking about mental health and hustle culture. It's actually talking about your pockets, your bottom line, your wealth. Hustle culture is not the right vehicle for you to get wealthy, and this video is going to explain to you why. So if you're interested in this kind of topic, then watch to the end because each point pulls together to give you the full info. So welcome back to my channel. You guys, for those of you who are new here, my name is Chloe. I am a social impact strategist, and to date, I've led over $2 billion in community investment. I've built 2 8-figure businesses, and I've done a viral TED Talk on well-being. So if you can't tell, even just by the intro of my video, everything that we talk about here is about your health, your wealth, and your impact. So if this sounds like you, hit the subscribe button because you've got a teacher and you've also got a great community of people here who get it and who are on the same journey. So tap in. Now, let's talk about the tea, the money tea, and let's talk about why hustle culture actually is counterproductive to you building wealth. Now, before I give you all the jump on why hustle culture doesn't work, let's talk about what hustle culture is. Now, I already know when I say hustle and grind, there are images that come up for you, right? You know, the influencers or the experts who talk about hustle, grind, mama, I made it, like all of the, like our culture talks so much about the grind. This is hustle culture, the belief that you have to work 24/7, you have to give everything you have at every moment so that hopefully, eventually, at some point it works. It pops off and all the effort you put in across the journey becomes worth it at some divine milestone along your journey, right? And then everything changes, you have the overnight success, you blow up, etc. And I just want to start by debunking that this process is even real. There is no such thing as self-made, as an overnight success, as just grind, 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 and something magically clicks. The people that you see who are as successful as you dream of have teams, they have well-coordinated strategies, and they have had some kind of moment where they realize you can't just throw everything at the wall. You have to know what you're doing. And so because of this, I want to make this video for you to explain that the reason that people are successful multiple times is because they have released hustle culture. And when I say successful, I don't just mean wealthy financially. I mean successful for the people who have met their goals and are healthy enough to see that they've actually met their goals and enjoy them. Not the people who set goals, meet them, but blow past them because they like mentally aren't even there to be able to appreciate that the thing they've been working so hard for happened, right? So when we talk about success here, it's holistic. Of course it's financial. It's also emotional, mental, spiritual, physical. Like I want you here and to enjoy being you even when you go through the milestones. I told you this video is not going to be all about mental health. You know your girl can't help but sprinkle it in here and there. However, I do want to talk about the entrepreneurial side or the money side, right? Because that's why we're here. So the reason hustle culture doesn't work for you to build wealth is really threefold. When you hustle, you do not have enough time to be a well-rounded person, but you also don't have enough energy to really take a step back and see what's working and what's not. Hustle culture literally requires exhaustion. It requires burnout, but good strategy, on the other hand, requires clarity of mind, it requires focus, and it requires tenacity to endure some of the more tedious things, some of the bigger challenges, but also some of the ways that the process to healthy wealth is a little boring, right? So I need you to understand that hustle culture it makes it such that your time cannot be used effectively, right? Because you're exhausted. The second thing I would say is hustle culture is a byproduct of not having a good business strategy or systems to implement. Now, I know so often people see the hustle and they see the heart. And I just want to say to you, that's incredible. It is so important to have heart. I'm never knocking the people who want to hustle. I get it, right? I'm born from hustlers. Like this is a part of our DNA and our culture, right? Like, trust me, I get it. But hustle culture, which is requiring you to just keep grinding at it, keep sticking to it until something works, oftentimes is rooted in, like I said, a lack of business know-how. So for example, when you have business know-how, you don't have to keep throwing things against a wall until something sticks. You know what you're supposed to do, in what order, and which activities give you the right kind of leverage to have better returns on your effort. So when you have the right business knowledge, it saves you a lot of heartache, it saves you a lot of stress, it saves you a lot of decision fatigue, it saves you a lot of fear because you know what you're doing. So I don't mean to say that like too cheeky or too dismissive, because I don't feel that way at all. I think there's so many people with the right heart without the right strategies, systems, and implementation guardrails to keep them focused, right? And so I just want you to like think back, how many people who talk about hustle culture around you or who are in the hustle have seen the results? How many people have you seen with dreams that don't happen, right? If it was the case that hustle culture actually worked for everybody, you would see more patterns of success, not just these brilliant exceptions who talk about hustle culture. So let me not get too off track because this is supposed to be about you, but please question what you see around you. Why don't more people have success? If this is the system that's supposed to work, why doesn't it work for the people in your community, right? And then the third reason why I believe hustle culture holds you back is because, and maybe this should have been the top reason, but hustle culture mixes your priorities all the way up. Hustle culture requires you to sacrifice basically yourself and the thoughts of who you are in exchange for some like distant abstract goal of success, right? And usually when people steep themselves deep into hustle culture, it's usually to avoid something else. It's to avoid the challenges of feeling less than worthy. It's to avoid the uncertainty of the life path, right? It's to want to have more money, but really not know how to get it. So you're just putting out effort, right? And I want to say, I honor effort. I think effort is noble. But my goal here on this channel and as your coach isn't just to let us stay in the like noble emotions. I need you to have incredible results. And to get results, especially in the lanes of health, wealth, and impact, you need strategies and systems that actually work. And for them to actually work, you have to be healthy. You have to be present in your mind, grounded in your body, and knowing that the actions you take day to day, the small consistent actions, build up into something beautiful and incredible and hopefully viable for generations. So these are, my thoughts right now on hustle culture. The flip side of it, which we didn't get into and I won't dive too deep into, is that I also think hustle culture is a disease of culture. I don't think it's healthy at all. I think it causes sickness, it causes burnout, it causes overwhelming loads of chronic stress, it causes people to doubt themselves when really it's a missing strategy, not a lack of worthiness. Like, hustle culture creates so many societal ills, and I want us to have better conversations about this. So if you have more questions about hustle culture or what to do instead, you guys, this is what my channel is dedicated to. So go find some more videos. Of course, there are going to be ones that pop up that are recommended for you towards the end, but just peruse the channel. The specifically the well-being playlist and the business and leadership playlist are going to be great resources for you because they're going to help you know what actions to take in service of your goals and in service of your health. All right, so at a high level, those are my thoughts on hustle culture. Usually they are rooted in good intentions, but inaccurate or kind of ignorant advice. And they detract from your focus. They detract from your ability to keep the work going sustainably. And ultimately, they detract from your ability to get really good at the things you're looking to do and get good return on them too, right? So overall, hustle culture, again, it's a lot of effort, it's a lot of heart, but it's misguided. And I want to make sure that you have the right tools to be effective. So if any of this resonates with you, let me know in the comments. I'm always here to answer your questions. And in the meantime, I've got some other videos that are going to link for you so you can get to work the right direction with the right methods and have your health, wealth, and impact on 10. That's what we're here for. So until next time, I'm wishing you such a great day. And again, check out these videos because they're going to help. Peace.